Those kind words of introduction. As my role as general evaluator, a small team will tag along with me. When I say tag along, the acronym is they are a tag team. And the tag team stands for, the T stands for time manager. And Srinath, you please explain role briefly.
So good evening to everyone. As a timer, it is very important ruthless role for me. This is my duty to...
Now guests coming for the first time. This tag team and individual speech evaluators will help me do my job in two areas, broadly speaking. What we did well and where we can improve. On that note, looking for a good meeting, and I request the lady back to the Toastmaster day. Yes, let's see how meeting number 1002 went on. Time manager, what time do you start the meeting?
6:32.
6:32. So my watch told me, not a problem, 2 minutes, Bangalore's traffic and situation perfectly alright, kick by in time. Meeting's on time, but before that, Sergeant at Arms, where is Satvik? Satvik Shetty, I came in on 6:10 and the room was ready, furniture was in place, infra was in place, the banner was in place, and the board, everything was in place. And I asked him, you're coming now, who did it? He said, no, I got here well before 6 o'clock and everything was in place. It's not an easy task, we're halfway through the journey, 3 months, talking about 13 weeks now, we're doing it time and again, which is very good, commendable effort. Your strengths, Satvik, as a SWA, as a Sergeant at Arms, good stage presence, lovely message, good body language, voice modulation, those are your strengths. Having said that, I thought a couple of things where we can act together. You started off with the theme, and then you forgot and mentioned that we have to do those customary announcements about your phone and things like that. So I think finish with the announcements and then go into the theme. Small suggestion. Introductions are very good, Satvik, of the President. You've got to do it week after week. It's not easy. And because you like the President and his message so much, you went on and on and on. You finished the introduction, the President was about to get up. Again you continued. He sat down. So one suggestion, we could keep the introductions brief, and also your messages could be a little brief. But that apart, a great job done. We'll withhold the applause until the end of the session. Moving on, the President invited the Secretary to read out the minutes. So Jay, I gave you a feedback when I was a G last time. I said, I request don't hold the lectern, which I thought done very well. Very quick adjustment you made, one of your strengths. It's very conversational, it's not like you're reading from the script. You make eye contact with the audience, which is very good. You do a very good job with the minutes, you upload it so quickly, I think on Friday night itself, which is truly commendable. Kudos to the good work done. Only one thing, Sujay, when you ended, he finished reading the minutes of the meeting, and this is what he had to say. I think I am done. So if the Secretary of the club is thinking he's done, as members and guests, I'm wondering. I'm sure I just slip of the tongue. That apart, good job. The President came on as usual, very good message, Mr. President. The best part today, I think, was you had humor in a couple of instances. It's generally very inspirational in talks, very persuasive. But today, two instances I spotted where you called humor, which is very good. The introduction of the Toastmaster also was very good. Just a couple of things, very, very minor, if I may. When the Secretary came for 8 minutes, he invited the Secretary. So Jay, if I were in your place, I would have asked the audience to put their hands together. That's one thing perhaps that skipped our mind. And second thing, the theme. I don't know who in the company I thought you are defined by what comes out of your mouth, then by what goes in. I am just dramatizing, exaggerating for effect. I think it's a tad lengthy. Number of words, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 words. I think 6 to 8 words, maximum 10. Ideal sentence length. 15 is a tad lengthy, I thought. That's one thing you could work with. That part, very good job. Toastmaster Day, Roger, the doing for the first time maybe? Very confident, you didn't stand behind the lectern, you used the stage. The story was very good about the rose and the cactus. A story is needed, one of your strengths, you had a story. Introductions of the speakers, politicals, very good, those are your strengths. A few areas we were in good focus, perhaps. You did demonstrate confidence by standing there. One thing we could avoid is having movements which are not purposeful. We had lateral movements. You're on the stage, there's something we could. It's good to move laterally. You're talking about, say, for example, you spoke about the rose and cactus story. It also involves the use of transition to link that to Toastmasters. There you could move sideways. Talking about the rose and cactus, at Toastmasters, times we are like the rose. We blur out things we're not supposed to. And that's where Toastmasters helps. So that movement would have been purposeful, I felt. That's one thing we could work on. Introductions were good, barring one speaker, Toastmaster Vijay. A little bit we got confused. It's all right. Nervousness gets the better of all of us, including me. That part done a wonderful job. And also after every presentation, the Toastmasters said something, at least one sentence about the presentation. And which is very nice, very thoughtful of you on that front. We moved on to the prepared speeches. And the first speech, which is given by Toastmaster Vijay, my request the evaluator Sapna to please give us her evaluation. A round of applause please for Toastmaster Sapna. Moving on to the objectives of that presentation, I'll come back to Sapna. First is generic and special purpose. Toastmaster Vijay, what was the generic purpose of the presentation? Yes.
Generic purpose of the...
Generic.
To get my point across, which is what do you think of yourself?
Okay.
What image do you hold of yourself?
Okay. So in other words, broadly speaking, you speak to inform, to persuade, right? To entertain. So this is not the equation. You want entertaining us. So you want to inform us or persuade us?
Persuade.
Persuade. Okay. So that's one. Second, objective is opening body conclusion must reinforce that, right? I got it right?
Yeah.
The objectives of this. So, yeah. So did it do that? I was just wondering. Yes. Yeah. So perhaps there you lost the plot. And the third objective, Toastmaster, there are three, I think, for this. Do we have the manual or not? To be very convincing. I thought, I'm not sure whether it was very convincing. I'm not sure on that front. It wasn't forceful. It just left us pondering what we do, what we've done. Time manager, how much time was our speaker taken?
8 minutes 24 seconds, exceeded to 1 minute 24 seconds.
Thank you, Chair. So I believe, going forward, we can complete in 7 minutes. Yes. Moving on, second speaker, Toastmaster Nitin. I request Coach Robinson with his evaluation place. Round of applause. My humble request to all the evaluators, refrain from repeating large chunks of the content of the speech. It is not required. Unless, of course, when we share the content in terms of improvement, in terms of voice modulation, or whichever area, or structure and transition. Otherwise, let's refrain from pulling out a large portion of the content of the presentation. Toastmaster Nitin, generic purpose, was it to persuade us? Or to inform us?
Yeah, the purpose was to talk about the attitude, the importance of attitude.
Inform or to persuade? Just tell us what attitude is more important than
Persuade.
Persuade. Okay. In that being the case, the call to action in the end, it was there, it was present. I thought it has to be more powerful, emphatic. So friends, going forward, in my opinion, attitude is 100 times more powerful than skill. Because this kind of presentation, persuade, has got to be very strong with that. It was there, but a little more forceful. Moving on to final speaker, Toastmaster Vijay, and I request Toastmaster Jayashree Iyengar, who was seated in the first seat, has gone to the last seat. Please put your hands together for Jayashree Iyengar, please. So the objectives are, use the right sentence structure, clear within words,
Be specific.
be specific, rhetorical devices, and grammar. Okay. So Toastmaster Jayashree, as we all know, grammar is her forte. Middle of the night wake up, she will take a hammer and dish out the grammar. Every evening after the meeting, I drop the lady back home. We stay in the same part of town, and I'm scared to open my mouth. 20 minutes drive, silence is golden. Vikram, where are you? Okay. So you took, where's Jayashree madam, you the grammar part, you took the hammer and tongs. That's fantastic. Sentence structure, I thought we could throw some right over there. 8 to 10 words. Some said, where is our friend Toastmaster Vivek? Yes. Some of the sentences I thought 16, 18, 20 words. Sentence structures, 8 to 10. You don't use any talk, fine, but here and Vivid, yes, Rhetorical devices, perhaps we could throw on two areas, metaphors, analogies. Metaphors, like you know, right? Adages, proverbs, maxims, which English language already there, don't have to create, invent, manufacture them. Use that, metaphors, you put in the language. Analogies, compare that feeding the child like, man, it was like facing an interview or something, or got to compare that situation something. So I thought we'd miss out on two areas, metaphors and analogy, which is part of rhetorical devices. On that note, thank you, Jayesh ma'am, thank you to the speaker. Before I sign off, my tag team, time manager, please give us a report, Chinna.
Yeah.
Would you like to come here, Chinna, give you a report? You must face the audience and speak, Chinna. If you show your back to the audience won't come back. Yeah. Do not take any you-knows. While speaking, there's a crutch what they have. May I request the Reverend Toastmaster Wilson to give us a report, please? It almost skipped my mind. The table topic master, the second session of the meeting, where is Toastmaster Jiten? Aren't you there? Yes, doing for the first time, tremendous job. Short topics, one of your strengths, very nice. Repeated the topic, another good point. Good number of speakers, 15, which is amazing, very nice. Explain the session, albeit although briefly, but you did at the start, which is good again. Perhaps we could just, you did. All members, at one point of time, decided to call a guest. We love to call the guest. Having said that, how many members haven't spoken today? Or not? Yes. How many members haven't spoken? Who haven't spoken? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. Thank you. Please put your hand down. 13 members haven't got a chance to speak. So I'm sure the president will take care of that shortly. So that's one thing we can just keep in mind. Bear in mind. Not just that all the table masters, please, it should be called members. Before I sign off, table topics is very challenging. We don't know what we speak. So Toastmaster Vijay and Surya is recording all of this. So when you say second week of the month, you dream of me. It's become a nightmare for me. Toastmaster Jay, please refrain from recording all messages. Okay. So appreciate all the speakers, the role takers, wonderful job done. So let's give all of them a thundering round of applause.